Hello everyone, welcome. I am Zainab Nasir, journalist at Fair Gaze Media. Fair Gaze is an engagement ecosystem in the school community. If you're planning for a year, sow rice. If you're planning for a decade, plant trees. But if you're planning for a lifetime, educate people. On that note, I would like to introduce Mrs. Kesar Patel, Principal of Ma Anandmai Memorial School. So first of all, thank you so much ma'am for taking your precious time out for us. We're very grateful.
Namaskar and my pleasure.
Thank you ma'am. So ma'am, we want to learn more about you. If you could just tell us something, about your journey as a principal and, your contributions towards your school and something more about your school.
Thank you, Zainab. This is always a wonderful question to answer. What better ways than to cherish your own accomplishments? It makes you feel that yes, you're growing in your life. So it has been around 22 years that I have been teaching, and gradually I have progressed to becoming an educator, administrator and a principal. There have been many achievements. I am a national award winner. So my national award was for innovations in education. Throughout my career, I have always strived to understand how students learn so that teaching can become more meaningful. How to bring about an impact in the students by making changes in the teaching patterns. That has always been a topic for curiosity for me, and I have worked on it. In my current school also, I am working a lot on the teaching technique and also trying to develop student leadership, because they are the ones who are going to rule the world in future.
Very rightly said. I would firstly like to congratulate you for the national award. And ma'am, you mentioned teaching patterns. Can you shed some light on that, if you don't mind?
Teaching patterns in the sense, see, there are learning behavior. There are learning behaviors in the children. Children learn only in some ways. If the teaching is not interesting, motivating, and encouraging, the children will not. The learning will not be great. So in order to make learning great, the teachers have to use different methodologies and techniques. The first point is that the teacher herself has to be very energetic and enthusiastic when you are in the classroom. She has to be observant. Every child is under her care. So she needs to understand what is the requirement per child. Know that and then teach accordingly. Invent ways which are motivating enough for the students to join, encouraging enough, especially in this online world. They will understand what you are teaching. That means learning will take place only when they have connected to you on a personal level. If you are just handling them on a professional level, yes, you are teaching, but the learning will be limited. So these are some of the things. Apart from that, yes, there are different techniques available for the teachers to use, provided they use them.
So ma'am, in the COVID situation, how different was it, because the pandemic has affected the education system a lot, and what could be done, to minimize the effect, even if it's little?
The virtual learning and education is very important for the children also. It cannot be said that no learning is happening online. Everything is being done, from research to projects to explanations to extempores to debates. Everything is happening online. So learning is happening. We are trying to cover the gap. We are trying to fulfill the gap that there should not be the learning gap which might remain in the children. The impact of the pandemic is huge. The children are at home. They are away from the students. They are away from their friends' company. Man is a social animal, Zainab. So we all know that we need to interact and talk to people to grow in life. And this, the children have been kept. We are trying to provide education in the best way possible for the students so that they don't suffer. They complete everything.
Fair Gaze, we believe in sustainable development goals that we should achieve in order to provide education at its best. And we talk about holistic development and holistic learning. I want to know your views on development and holistic learning, how they are important in a child's growth, and your basic thoughts on holistic development for the children.
The education now and taking forward will be strictly based on two pillars. One is academic and one is co-curricular activities. Academics is important because yes, literacy, high levels of literacy are also required. Co-curricular is important because it takes care of the skill development amongst the children, the life skills and the other skills that develop amongst the children. In future, jobs, there is no certainty of the jobs. how the employment is going to be, whether it's going to be a world of startups, business, or employment, what it is, it's uncertain. In that scenario, we need to give the children both. We need to give them academics and we need to give them skill development through co-curricular activities. Both are equally important, and this, in a nutshell, according to me, is holistic development of a child. We stress a lot on sustainable development goals, and we are creating an awareness. The children are working on it. Whatever they do, they understand that which goal it is related to. Education is directly related to SDGs. If we provide education in a proper manner, we have already taken care of all the problems that are there in the world. We have taught them gender equality. We have taught them respect for the humans. We have taught them respect for the environment. We have taught them everything.
Yeah, I really hope, because you mentioned life skills and it's really very important. You haven't been talking about it much and it will be so important in the coming years. So ma'am, with that we have come to an end of the interview. It was very lovely talking to you and giving your insight and all that you talked about and how we are facing a lot of issues, but towards the end of it there's a hope. In the end, I would just like you to have talk about some words of encouragement for the students across the world.
Well, recently one of my mentors stated that the life of a man is something very synonymous to a tree, to a great tree. A big, huge oak tree gives you shelter, it bears fruits and everything. But what is the main point is that the roots of the tree are deep down into the soil. The deeper the roots are, the stronger the tree is, and the better it grows towards the sky, the larger it becomes. This philosophy, every child and every adult must remember. Stick to your roots, strengthen your roots, strengthen your base. You will automatically grow up to be a strong person, a larger than life person.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was very empowering listening to you. Thanks for your time.